Morning students, welcome to your chemistry class. So today we are going to discuss about mixtures. So what are mixtures? So mixture is a substance whose components get separated by using physical methods such as filtration, sublimation or distillation. So what is mixture? It is a substance and you can separate the components of mixture by using simple physical methods. So here no need to use any chemical method. You can use only physical methods like filtration, sublimation, distillation to separate the components of mixture. And what is component? The pure substances which mixed together to make a mixture. Okay, so when we mix two pure or three pure substances together, so the pure substances which mix with each other and form a mixture, so that pure substances are called as components. For example, sand in water. Okay, the mixture of sand and water. So in this there are two components, one component is sand and one component is water, and when we mix sand and water, then we get the mixture of sand and water. And again we can separate sand from water by using filtration method. So filtration method can be used to separate sand from water. So next, few examples of mixtures like air. Air is a mixture of many gases like hydrogen, nitrogen, water vapor, carbon dioxide, many more gases. So air is a mixture. Sea water is a mixture of large number of salts with water. So in sea water, many salts are dissolved in water. So sea water is also a mixture. Ordinary water is a mixture of calcium and magnesium salt with water. So in ordinary water, calcium, magnesium salts are dissolved in water. So it is also a mixture. Food is also a mixture. So in food, there are so many components like carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, salt, etc. So food is also a mixture of many components. So these are few examples. So many more examples are given in your book. So you have to read all the examples of mixtures from your book. So next, why the man has made mixtures? So the man has made many mixtures because that are more useful than pure form. So बच्चे, in some cases the pure form is less useful but the mixture is more useful. So that's why the man has made mixtures, because many mixtures are more useful as compared to its pure form. So for example, alloy. So alloy is mixture of two or more metals or a mixture of one metal with another non-metal. So some metals are very soft in their pure form, so they are less useful. Okay, so their alloy is hard, tougher, and their alloy is more useful. I repeat, what is alloy? When you mix two metals together or when you mix metal with non-metal, so that mixture is called as alloy. Okay, and why we make alloys? Because they are more useful as compared to pure metal. So for example, gold is alloyed with some copper and silver. So pure gold is very soft, so gold is alloyed with copper and silver. So we mix some copper and some silver in gold to make it tougher, to make it stronger. Another example is steel. Steel is an alloy of iron, carbon and manganese. So why we make an alloy of iron, carbon and manganese? Why we make steel? Because it is more useful. So next, some more examples of mixtures like cement. Cement is a mixture of calcium and aluminium. Medicines are also mixture. So in medicine, so many salts are mixed with each other. So many salts combine with each other. So medicines are also mixture. Soaps, detergents, fertilizers, pesticides, these all are the examples of mixtures. So what are fertilizers? Which are used in the field to increase the yield of crop. To increase the yield of crop. So those are called fertilizers. And what are pesticides? Which are used in the field to kill pests. So what are pests? The pests are those insects which damage the crops. So pesticides are used to kill that insects. So soaps, detergents, fertilizers, pesticides, these all are the examples of mixtures. So next, the characteristics of mixtures. So first is, the components of a mixture may be present in any proportion. So in case of mixtures, there is not any fixed proportion of number and not any fixed proportion of mass. So in mixtures, components can be present in any proportion. Okay, for example, like in sugar solution, you can add 1 spoon of sugar or you can add 2 spoons of sugar. So this is up to you. Okay, so in sugar solution, sugar can be present in any amount, like 1 spoon or 2 spoon. Okay, so in mixtures, there is not any fixed proportion. So second is, the components of a mixture coexist. So what is the meaning of coexist? Means can stay together. So the components of the mixtures coexist with each other without chemically reacting. Okay, so when the components of mixtures stay together, so there is no chemical reaction between them, so they can stay together without any chemical reaction. For example, soil does not react with water when they mix with each other. So when you mix soil with water, okay, so soil and water, they coexist in the mixture. So what is the mixture here? Mud. So when you mix soil and water, then there is a formation of mud. So in mud, soil and water, they can stay together without chemically reacting with each other. So mixture of hydrogen and oxygen chemically react only upon passing the electric spark. So this is the second example. So when you simply mix hydrogen and oxygen, so in the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, they can stay together without chemically reacting with each other. What is the condition? So there should be no electric spark. Okay, so if there is no electric spark, then hydrogen and oxygen can stay together in the mixture without chemically reacting with each other. But if you pass the electric spark through the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, only then they can chemically react with each other, and they are undergoing a chemical change. So if you are not passing the electric spark, then they can stay together without chemically reacting with each other. So next is, the components of mixtures do not lose their properties upon mixing. So for example, a sugar solution will be sweet as well as watery. So both are showing their property. So sweet due to sugar and watery due to water. Okay, so both sugar and water, they retain their properties. So next is, the components of a mixture can be separated by physical means. So there is no need to use any chemical method. So only by physical methods we can separate the components of mixture. For example, we can separate sand from water by using filtration method, and we can separate sugar from water by using distillation method. So in distillation method, we can simply boil the sugar. So after boiling, the water gets evaporated, leaving behind the sugar. So next is types of mixtures.